what is it? I guess sometimes I wonder what it truly means to have a cliche in art, or I guess I've been thinking a little bit more critically about what I consider cliche, what I consider done a million times, what I consider kind of gauche and stupid to paint, you know what I mean? And I guess what I think of immediately is, I don't know, like if you paint fucking Ronald McDonald, or you paint or you screen print fucking Marilyn Monroe onto something, or what am I trying to say? I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, just, you know, just used up and fucking beaten to death iconic imagery. And I think that stuff is, like, can be used in an interesting and positive way when the artist is doing it in a kind of informed and intentional way. I guess it's kind of like when somebody does a really horrible figure drawing. There's a difference between the person doing a bad figure drawing because like by accident or because they were being expressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that, I don't know, think of mannerism or different expressionists or older movements of figurative art where they just kind of made the figure however the fuck they wanted to, versus, you know, me when I was 12 trying to draw like some anime vampire dude, and the feet run off the page and the torso is like twice as long as the legs, and, you know, horrible shit. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't draw fucking anime when I was 12. I was whatever, but I'm a poser. But, like, I don't know, man. I've been thinking a lot more generously about a very specific type of cliche and a very specific type of beaten to death, repeated, crazy ass, like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm seeing this fucking putrid garbage again. And that is nautical art. That is seashell art. It's fucking boat paintings. It's shit that your fucking aunt would buy on her trip to Maine during fucking leaf season. And, like, everybody from New England, or everybody from the northeast of the United States knows what I'm talking about. I'm saying this as if there's people that aren't my, like, 4 fucking friends listening to this. But, like, you know, if you're not from this region, what we really, really, really love right here in Massachusetts and in coastal areas in the north, probably southeast Canada also, is we love seashells, we love fucking whales, we love driftwood, fucking model ships, we love paintings of boats, really dramatic ones, kind of Turner landscape, ocean view, like, I don't know, we like little wood carvings of a sailor with a cigar and a white beard. We love that shit. We eat it up. We throw the fuck down. You go to Cape Cod, guarantee there's going to be hundreds of artists and working out of galleries or public studios that are selling all kinds of shit like that. And these people aren't bad. They're legitimately talented people. Sure, there are jokers and dumb assholes in literally any creative field, but the majority of people who rise to the top, or not even the top, but, like, you know, even at a market level, or they're in visible studios or are vending at public places, I mean, usually they're good enough to try to be selling shit. Dude, regardless, that's not really the point. But I guess the point is, to me, is so you gotta understand. Let me give you some context. I grew up fucking emo. I grew up a punk skater kid. I grew up like some asshole that thought that it was, like, real cool art to, like, splatter paint and to, like, spray paint buck on the back of, like, a bank and in the suburbs. Like, that's who I was. Like, I had a long fringe haircut and, like, a zip-up black hoodie with thumb holes in the middle of July, you know. So for me to be raised being told and kind of being told non-verbally by society in the art that we celebrate where I am, that boat paintings and ocean shit and nautical art was like the fucking magnum opus of humankind's creation, you know? So obviously that is what I rebelled against and what I thought of as representative of stupid old people, homophobic assholes, racist people. I don't know, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I started to associate these nautical and ocean aesthetics with, you know, the kind of like boomer generation that raised me. So, you know, I hated this stuff. But I guess to double back to my original point, I guess I've kind of started to change the way I think about this for a few reasons, but one reason in particular, and it is a theory about boat paintings that you may not have thought about before. I'm going to tell you now. The boat painting is the fucking Mount Everest of aesthetic composition in painting, in drawing, in any visual medium where you are, you know, manipulating a physical object to look a different way. Like maybe photography too. I'll touch on that later. But for now, I'm talking about drawing, painting, fucking printmaking, etching, maybe even sculpture. I really don't know. But like, what I'm telling you right now is that painting or drawing a boat is one of the hardest things you could ever paint in your life. And that isn't because boat paintings are so dope. There's millions of shitty ones. But that is why there are millions of shitty ones. The reason you see, and the reason I see, an absolute, like, ridiculous, stupid fucking abundance of horrible, garbage-ass fucking bullshit boat paintings on the floor of a fucking Goodwill store, in a fucking gallery in fucking Plymouth, like in your fucking grandma's like kitchen. Like, the boat paintings are fucking everywhere, and literally like 99% of them are bullshit. They're bad. They're like, they just make you like want to throw up or like swallow a knife, you know? What am I talking? Shut the fuck. Like, but okay, but like I'm being hyperbolic, but I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that boat paintings suck because they're incredibly hard, and that if you're a jerk artist out there right now talking shit about boat paintings like me, if you were mad at old people your whole life and are from the Northeast and you associated seashell art with the old people that you hate, I challenge you right now to stop being a coward, open your sketchbook or put some shit on your easel, and you make a better boat painting. Like, you set your shit up right now and you make an actual good boat drawing or boat painting. Make it dynamic, make it beautiful, make it realistic, make it abstract, make it literally whatever you want. But before all of that, look me in the eye right now and tell me that you can make a better boat fucking painting of a goddamn schooner, of a yacht, of a fucking rowboat. And like you will find very fast that it actually is one of the most hard, one of the most difficult, actually kind of complicated, borderline anatomically figurative types of drawing that you could fucking do. And it sucks, dude. Like, and sure, like, you know, many of us can take any photograph and we can copy the photograph successfully. We could draw in realism. We could take the picture and put it on a sketchbook or a canvas, and like, that's cool. Like, you should high five yourself for being able to do that. But like, tell me, can you, like, even if your technical narrative is strong, like, is your content good? Does it feel like something? Does it fucking make your blood pump? You know, we talk about, there's an artist named Vincent Desiderio, and he talks about in one of his lectures the difference between a technical narrative in art and a dramatic narrative in art, and that is what it sounds like, where the technical narrative is your basic skill set and how you can handle your materials. Like maybe you could consider the technical narrative of a piece, examining, what am I trying to say? Like whether or not this person demonstrated, an academic ability to use linear perspective. Like, are their figures anatomically correct? Like, are their oil paints like beautifully layered and glazed? Do they say things like fat over lean? The technical narrative is just how the fucking thing was made, I guess. Actually, no. Whoa. Scratch everything I just said. Fuck, that's not true. Okay, forget everything you heard before this second. The technical narrative of painting is literally how it was created. It is the physical characteristics of the piece. It is the stretched canvas. Is it a loose canvas? Is it on paper? Is it with graphite? Is it expressive? Is it quiet? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it whatever? That is the technical narrative. The dramatic narrative is what is happening within the piece. It is the emotional reaction to the piece. It is the pathos. It is the joy, the action, the movement within the piece of art. Dramatic narrative, technical narrative. We can all draw a motherfucking boat. You can do it. You can draw a boat. You can trace the boat. You can project it on a wall and fucking trace right over the image. I don't give a shit how you make it. But can you make? Like, look yourself in the eye and ask yourself if you really can make a good boat painting. And I'll tell you that most of the shit that I would make, and most of the shit that you would probably make too, is gonna look just as stupid as those goddamn Goodwill paintings. Just as stupid as, like some bullshit like hanging in a whaling museum in Gloucester, I don't know, man. That's all I'm saying. So, take it from me. I'm currently 24 years old. I grew up with a horrible attitude. I'm currently making art. And I grew up in the Northeast of Massachusetts. Of course I hate nautical art. Of course I hate fish sculptures. I don't know. Give me a break. But I guess I'm just kind of having a realization that I think nautical artists see, coastal artists, people who, whose content revolves very much around the sea and about life of the life of a coastal person or a mariner or whatever. These people deserve a lot more respect than they've been given, probably by their communities. Because, sure, maybe these people are hucksters that are just trying to sell, a drawing of a fish to a tourist. But, who the fuck are you to talk shit about that person? If I could sell drawings of fish to tourists all day and pay my fucking bills, I would. Shut the fuck up, you asshole. Let that person collect seashells and glue them to a piece of fucking masonite and eat and pay their fucking car insurance. Who the fuck are you to talk shit about them? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. That's all I gotta say. I just wanted to just throw this out there into the ether. Do with it what you will. Say about it what you will. But above all else, if you're gonna talk shit about boat paintings, you should just shut up. Or make a really, really good boat painting. Because I bet, honestly, I'm trash talking right now, but I bet you can't make a good boat painting. And that's not because you're bad, but it's because boat paintings are just, honest to God, really hard. So, there's that. Jerk. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, this has been a podcast with Brian Huntress. It only comes out 6 times a year at a completely unspecified time. Okay. Cool. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Love you. See ya.